everyone. I'm Kim Graves, and this is Jessica Ausbrook. We're from Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union, and we are here for the Ripple Effect. Hello, Jessica.
Hello, Kim. How are you today?
Great. Busy week.
I know. I feel like I haven't seen you at all this week.
I know. Where have you been? I miss you.
I've been at work. Where have you been?
Here and there.
Yeah, here and there. That's right. Like always, here and there, Kim Graves.
You got a guest for us today.
Yeah, we have a very special guest. Jewell is here from CrossFit Kokomo. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
Good.
We have a lot to talk about today.
I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, lots of things going on with CrossFit Kokomo. And you guys are doing, what is this, the 5th year?
So this is, check my math, we've done it since 2018. So I think it's seven.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
7 years.
Very
Yeah, our
close.
7th year.
Yeah, we're rounding up.
Yep.
I was
Give or take.
rounding up there, yeah.
Wow.
We're raising money.
Correct.
Who are we raising money for?
So we are raising money for, it's called Jackson Street Commons.
Yep.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't know what Jackson Street Commons is. And in short, Jackson Street Commons is a place where veterans who reside in Howard County who are homeless can reside. So it's a way for our community to give back to veterans who otherwise would not have a place to live. And so it's a very near and dear thing to our community.
So for folks who aren't familiar, the Jackson Street Commons is part of the Family Service Association of Howard County. So that falls under that umbrella. And there are men and women who are living in Jackson Street Commons free thanks to the support from our community, Kim.
Is this kind of near and dear to your heart?
Yeah, it's probably the closest thing that could happen with me and my career and where I'm at. So I was in the United States Marine Corps for 7 years, and I got out in 2015, and I was incredibly blessed and lucky and humbled to come back to a community that I was able to just reintegrate myself into.
Right.
And not every veteran has that same story. Not every veteran has the ability to come back to the civilian sector and pick up where they left off. These men and women have given themselves to their country.
Right.
I mean, we send people off to war, and we don't always take great care of them when we bring them home.
Yep.
Right.
And somewhere along the lines, some of them it's right when they get out, and some of them it's years down the line. They've hit a hard spot, and they need some help. And so I remember exactly where I was when I figured out I thought I wanted to do this. I was with my family. We were on vacation, and I was just reflecting on how lucky I was. And I realized that, there's no way that everybody has this same comeback to the civilian sector. And so I came home and did some research, and I got in contact with Angie Siskey at Jackson Street, and I realized there's something we can do. And at the time I didn't know what it was, and it took some months to figure it out. And then we stumbled upon, our event that we do every year, and it's been, rolling ever since.
Well, let's talk about the event. What is it?
Yeah. So every Saturday every Saturday of Veterans Day in November, our gym hosts a 24-hour fundraiser. And what we do is every hour starting at midnight so it's Friday night going into Saturday morning at midnight, we have a new workout every hour at the top of the hour for 24 straight hours.
Ooh.
So midnight, there's a group of people that come in and they work out. 1 a.m., a new group, 2 a.m., a new group,
Okay.
all the way until 11 p.m.
Is it kind of like the workout where I eat food all the time? Because I'm really good at that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kim.
Do you have that kind of?
She's good at running her mouth. Sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't leave that one live
This
there.
event, but there are other events that we can get you ready for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a workout. So every hour, so there's 24 hours. There's 24 workouts that people can come into. And while we're at gym and we work out, that day specifically is not about fitness. That just so happens to be the boat that we're riding for the event. And we raise money, we raise funds, we raise as much money as we can to give to Jackson Street and Angie Siskey, and then they can allocate what they want for that money. And then something else that I'm really proud of that we do is there's currently, I talked to Angie this morning, there's 26 veterans. They've got one that's getting ready to come in. There's a wait list. I think there's 4 or 5 on the wait list right now. What we do on top of monetary donations, which is our bread and butter, we want to make sure that we give them what they need, and then they can do whatever they want.
And that's money.
Yes, money.
Right.
Yes,
Always money. Yep.
Always money. What we also do is we ask them for a wish list. So each veteran gives us 3 items that they want, whatever it is.
It's not asking for much.
No, and it is a incredibly humbling and some maybe even heartbreaking thing to see what they want, because they'll say things. They want quarters for laundry, and they want an alarm clock, and they want a coloring book, stuff that we take so much like, it's not even that we take for granted, because it's not even, it's just part of our everyday lives. So we asked them to give us 3 of them. And then we hang up little clips at our gym, and members will come and they will take it, and then they will personally deliver them a gift. We have to remember that some of these, men and women don't have family, they don't have a lot. And so this is our way of not only donating to the greater cause, but then individually giving them something that is to them. This is for you. And that can be as specific as, quarters for their laundry, or laundry detergent, or toilet paper. And then some people are just like an Amazon gift card, and it's open will donation. So our members will give whatever they're willing and able to give to them. And we try to bless them as much as we can.
That's really cool.
Wow. I'm kind of speechless at this point, just because, it's so touching. What?
How did that happen?
You almost made me cry there for just a minute, because you guys are really reaching out for the people that did so much for this country.
Yeah, it's sad, and it's
angering, I think.
Yeah. From a veteran perspective, there are a lot of services out there that I wish veterans did take more advantage of.
Or they were easier to take advantage of.
Yeah, and there are some there's legwork that sometimes they have to do, but there are services out there, and this is one that is top notch across the state.
Oh, sure.
They don't have to pay a dime to live there. They have rules, they have contracts that they have to abide by. They're not just freeloading, because the goal for some of them is to get back into society. They need a place to go for a bit,
Right.
and we provide that. And one thing that I tell our members is, without sounding too harsh, if Jackson Street did not exist, there would be 27 veterans on the street.
And that is a low number, I imagine.
There's a wait list, and that's just in Kokomo. That's not. That's our little hometown.
Well, and we were so proud when we got Jackson Street Commons up and built and running, because we basically ended veteran homelessness here in Howard County effectively.
Correct.
There's a number.
Right.
They hit it. And but now that number keeps going up. People need help. People need somewhere to live.
For sure.
And we need to do it.
We need to take care of our veterans.
We're the ones who are going to have to help.
Yep. And Kokomo is I am a proud Kokomo native, born and raised, went to the military, came back, and I love Kokomo. And Kokomo is a very giving and patriotic city. And I think a lot of people in Kokomo want to help. A lot of businesses want to help, and they don't know how. They don't know how they can help. And so this is like, God's given me a platform to be like, hey, we can go help these 27 men and women who at one point swore to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. So like, this is our chance.
So, without breaking any privacy, do we have an age range of the folks that are living at Jackson Street Commons? Do you know?
I'm sure Angie Siskey has a better answer for that. From the personnel that I have met that do live there, there's some that are, I'm guessing, in their low 30s up into 70-ish years old.
We've got our Vietnam vets, we've got our Operation Iraqi Freedom vets.
Yep. There's some that were in Afghanistan as early as, the early 2010s.
Yep.
So like, they're young, they came home and just came across a point in their life where like things didn't go their way.
Well, war is scary. I've never been, but I imagine it is a very traumatic place to be. And when people are dealing with trauma and they don't know how to deal with it and they don't have the help they have, what do they turn to?
Whatever gets their mind clear and free.
Right. Yep, that's right. So addiction's running rampant. They don't have anywhere to go, and it's our job to help them.
Yep.
We sent them. We got to help them.
100%.
If somebody wants to help donate, if they want to donate monetary or if they want to donate items, who should they contact?
Yeah, they should contact me directly at CrossFit Kokomo. My email, it's super simple, crossfitkokomo@gmail.com. What we also do, and this is something that I'm also really proud of I'm a small business owner, and so I want as many small businesses or large businesses or personnel that want to help. So what we do is, we have 24 hours. We try to get local businesses to sponsor each hour.
Okay.
So we'll say, I know Aaron and Drew are sponsoring an hour, so we'll say, hey, midnight is sponsored by the Larson Media Company. 1 a.m. is sponsored by the Kokomo Post.
I'm sure there's other sponsors. Yeah.
Last year, I think we had 42.
That's incredible.
Wow.
So, our goal this year is to double, have each hour co-sponsored. There's 2 local businesses that sponsor this hour. And we try to keep the sponsorship level low enough to where it's not such a burden. It's $300 to sponsor an hour. And in the grand scheme of things, $300 is not not a lot of money, but it's also, I feel like, a very manageable number to say this is going about half a mile that way. Like it is staying in Kokomo, in Howard County. There are great businesses that help veterans, but to know that every dollar you give is going right there. Like that hits, when I get to hand Angie a check for $21,000 year after year, $20,000 year after year, like I know that is funneling into those 27 men and women.
Angie Siskey, the director of the Family Service Association,
Correct.
Howard County. Now, Kevin, we mentioned CrossFit Kokomo. Are you only open for folks who have memberships at CrossFit
Not
Kokomo?
at all.
How does that work?
No, so, not talking about just every day, but for this event specifically,
this
which is,
for this
you don't
event
have to be a member.
specifically, yes.
You don't have to be a member at all. You can, if you're just somebody who's like, you know what, I saw this, I want to help these veterans, you can email me, you can text me, you can come into the gym that day. We have a very well-oiled machine with this, and our coaches know that if somebody comes in and they just want to donate, we know exactly what to do. We shake their hand, we thank them so much, we give them a tour if they want to see the workout going on. But no, by no means are you, if you're just a patriot watching this and you want to help, like this is for you. This is your chance to, to get in on the action and to know that a $5 donation, a $5,000 donation is helping your veterans who live in your city who protected your freedom.
That's right.
So
What a great thing you guys are doing. I mean, we're giving back to people that gave to us,
Correct.
that did everything for this country. So a challenge out to the businesses, a challenge out to the community.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do to help these veterans, and let's help Kevin make this happen.
Yeah, to date, we've raised $101,000.
That's
So
great.
last year we eclipsed the
yay.
$100,000 mark. And, for our micro business, our gym is, we say all the time, this is the best day of the year for our gym. Like this is if we were to say what's the best day of the year for us, it's not our competitions and our cookouts, it is Jackson Street Commons, because we know that for one day we get to help people, and that's their way of being like, I helped our veterans, and they take so much pride in that, and I am so proud of our members who take that to heart.
Okay, how many workouts are you going to do?
Me personally,
Do you know yet?
24 hours.
Like every other hour?
girl, no.
Come on. You want me to get like a dozen donuts and hold it in front of you?
I
And
will
then
do-
that will.
Come on. You can do it. One more
typically do 2 to 3. So we CrossFit Kokomo Spa. There are people who do like 6 or 7.
No.
Yeah, they're on a.
You're doing great.
We need to check in on them sometimes.
Jessica, go. You got it. You can do it.
Well, it's been a long time since
I
I've done a
definitely
burpee.
do. We sponsor the noon hour personally, and what we also do at noon is Angie will bring over a group of the veterans, as many as they want to come, and then we provide them lunch. We talk to them. A lot of our members will come to noon and work out at that hour, and then afterwards, talk to them. Get to know them. We don't want to just give them a check and turn our back and say, we'll see you next year. We want to talk to them. We want to thank them for their service. We set up tables and chairs for an hour and break bread with them and get to know their stories a little bit. We ask them what branch. They're incredibly proud. Like they are.
Oh, yeah.
They're so proud of their service. If you ask them, what branch were you in? What did you do? I mean, they will talk to you because they finally have somebody who they feel like cares.
Do you find you're finding more veterans from different branches, specifically from each, or is it just kind of a mix-up?
There's not many Marines. There's a lot of Army, a lot of Air Force, a lot of Navy. But there's a pretty good spread. Haven't seen any Space Force yet, but
No.
there's a pretty good spread for the most part. But again, they're so stinking proud, and they don't get the chance to talk about how proud they are because they're not in a great place in their life. So this gives them a kind of an outlet for them to feel proud again and to hold their head high. So it's a great hour to come to. So noon is a great one to meet some of these guys and gals that do come.
When are we doing this? I don't think we.
It is Saturday, November 8th.
Saturday, November 8th.
Saturday, November 8th at CrossFit Kokomo.
Wow.
And we joke with people, we're like, oh, I'm busy Saturday. I'm like, oh, all day.
24 hours.
At 3 a.m. you're busy. At 8 p.m. you're busy. So, we give 24 hours. And then I will say this too. This is something that we started maybe 2 years ago. There are people who are out of town, and I get it. That's not the only day you can donate. You can come in now, the day of. We have a Venmo account that we'll set up because, we do recognize that people are out of town or they're sick or they can't make it. And we don't want that to be the reason why they can't help. So if you want to come in beforehand with an envelope and say this is for Jackson Street, we know exactly what to do with it and where it's going to go. We have our Venmo account set up, our PayPal account, so we can do mobile transfers. So there's quite literally not a reason to be able to do this if you have the means, if you have the means to.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for
Absolutely.
what you're doing. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
We appreciate this. And I mean, it's going to help so many of our veterans
definitely.
and here in Howard County.
Yep, they're ours.
Well, and I think
They
it's
are.
also that when we think of that veterans, I think for the most part we think that they're homeless men, and
No.
a fair amount, yeah, maybe they are. But I actually went somewhere where I saw a woman who was a homeless veteran who lives at Jackson Street Commons now, and she is doing excellent.
Yep.
It was so exciting, and I was so happy for it.
Yeah, there's one specifically. Her name is Lottie, and she's been there since they started in May of 2014. Like, she is the light at Jackson Street. But you're right. I think people think homeless veterans, men,
Nope.
huge population of that. But there are also women who, they've gotten out of bad situations with spouses and DV and SA, and they need a place to go. So they either go to the streets or there's a place like Jackson Street where they've been provided. And so, it's not a secluded thing for men only.
Wow.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be great.
November
Yep.
8th.
Saturday, November 8th, 24 straight hours.
All right, CrossFit Kokomo hosting a fundraiser, raising money for our friends at Jackson Street Commons with the Family Service Association. Kevin, is there anything else we want folks to know?
Just this is your chance, Kokomo, to help. Again, there are tons of great donations, and there are tons of great businesses and tons of great charities to donate to. But our veterans are right down the road, and they need help, and this is our chance. So yeah, I'm going to challenge you guys, just like they said, to help our men and women who were there for us. So let's be there for them for a day.
I think
And your
we can do
email
that.
address one more time?
CrossFitKokomo@gmail.com. So yeah, if you're a local business or you are just somebody who you want to give back, reach out to us, CrossFitKokomo@gmail.com. And reach out to us. We'd love to help you and get you the answers that you need.
Oh, that's great. Yep. Kevin Jewell with us from CrossFit Kokomo. She's Kim Graves. I'm Jessica Ausbrook, and you've been watching the ripple effects thanks to Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union. We'll see you again next week.